bit less pressure for this race than I do other events, even especially Mont Tremblant. You know, no one's really expecting someone to come out on debut and go on the podium. So, you know, while I'm super excited to race, I wouldn't say I'm as nervous as I was for Mont Tremblant. I think, you know, for every triathlete, it really is the pinnacle of what you can achieve if you have a great race here. And I came here as my last race as an age grouper, actually, and you know, the plan was always to come back when I was ready to actually race it, you know, instead of just surviving the distance. And I feel like I'm 29 now. I need to get to that point where I can start racing these Ironman events. So yeah, I mean, I'm attracted to the beauty of the place, but also the history is such a huge driver for me. And you know, there's nothing more prestigious than doing well here. You know, I think racing the 70.3 World Championships the last couple of years has helped me deal with the fact that there's so many good guys. I mean, those fields were really strong, and the thing about a race like this, there's some great names, but for them to get on the podium, they've got to take risks, and with those sort of risks, you get a lot of explosions. And I feel like there's a little bit more power to the guys like me who are just hoping to, you know, creep into the lower end of the top 10 or just have a solid day out and learn a lot along the way. So, because we don't have to take the same risks as the guys that are really trying to win. Of course, that's going to change in the next few years as I focus more on Ironman racing. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm overawed. It's just exciting to race against guys that especially at this distance, a lot of them are older, so you've grown up watching the names and following these guys race. Yeah, I think you've got to have a certain level of fear to have that adrenaline, you know, to get you through those hard times, and especially through the first couple of hours of the race, which tends to be almost Olympic distance intensity. Yeah, I guess fear and respect, they both go hand in hand. You've got to realise that the conditions don't allow you to do anything crazy. You've got to keep something in your back pocket the whole way through the race, or that marathon's gonna get you towards the end. So I'd say I'm fearful and also respectful of the conditions, without being, you know, too overly anxious. Yeah, you know, it's all a bit of a blur from when I last raced, but I was grateful. I was lucky to come over here in February and do a training camp with Matt Dixon and his crew, and just going through some of the tougher sections of the course, running through the energy lab, realising that, you know, you can have a little walk in the energy lab and it's not race over. I mean, Pete Jacobs ran a 2:40 low, having a walk there. Macca won, having a walk there. Just different sections where you know everyone's going to be going through hard spots, and that the race isn't over. So I think playing through those harder sections is probably the one area I've really gone over a lot in my mind. Well, you know, where do I go with that? It all depends, you know. Not often. Normally I don't try not to think about racing too much when I'm trying to go to sleep. So normally just finished up talking to my wife and son on Skype if I'm over at a race, and she's normally giving me a few jobs to think about for when I get home. So yeah, I don't think about racing when I'm going to sleep unless it's the night before the race.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks a lot.